we have Michael Moe. He's the CEO at KULR Technology Group. KULR is a California-based company that develops, manufactures, and licenses carbon fiber thermal management technologies for batteries and electronic systems. It's notably been involved in developing cooling solutions for NASA's deep space missions. Michael, please take it away.
Well, thank you so much, Christine. Thank you for everybody for joining today. A quick introduction about KULR. We come from a 30-year heritage of developing carbon fiber thermal management technology for customers like NASA, JPL, Boeing, and Lockheed Martin. Our products are on the Mars Rover 2020 program on the International Space Station, as well as numerous other aerospace and defense applications. Our mission is to take these technologies and apply to the world of lithium-ion batteries and electronics to keep them cooler, lighter, and safer. The history of KULR starts in 2013 when I co-founded the company with Dr. Tim Knowles and a team of scientists and engineers who've worked together for over 20 years. In 2016, our products were on the International Space Station NICER program. 2017, we developed the battery safety solution called TRS with NASA Johnson Space Center, and we received a patent for it in late 2018. 2019, our battery safety storage solution was launched on the International Space Station to keep the astronauts to keep the astronauts' battery safe. And then in 2019, we start expanding our solution into e-mobility and energy storage markets, growing our customer base from 13 to 28. On July 22nd, 2020, we'll see our heat-sink on the Mars Rover 2020 Perseverance program launch into space. We're part of the SHERLOC instrument, which uses laser and camera to search for organics and minerals that have been altered by watery environments and maybe a sign of past microbial life on Mars. Literally, we're part of the eyes and ears of the Mars rover. We're very, very excited about that. As excited as we are about the space missions and programs, we're actually more excited about the opportunities to apply our technologies into multiple billion-dollar markets. The EV market is forecast to grow from 3.3 million units in 2019 to 27 million units by 2030. The global thermal management materials and device market is expected to reach over $16 billion by 2024, driven primarily by a proliferation of cloud computing, AI, and also the upcoming 5G deployment, where more data, faster network, and smaller devices are driving the need for better heat management. The global lithium-ion battery market will hit $100 billion by 2024. As you can see here, with the Tesla fire, the UPS airplane catch fire due to battery in the cargo compartment, battery safety is a critical aspect to enable this $100 billion market. Here are some of our products. Our core technology is a carbon fiber matrix that is very lightweight and conducts heat more efficiently than other materials. You can see some of the products on the right-hand side. On top is our battery safety solutions, the ISC and the TRS product. The ISC technology is something that KULR is the exclusive licensee and commercialization partner for NASA and NREL. It's a technology that's used to test for the safety of astronaut spacesuit and other batteries going to space. Since 2019, we've been working with commercial customers in EV, e-planes, energy storage, and medical equipment markets with this technology. On the lower right-hand corner are the solutions that we have for PCM heat-sink, thermal interface material. Some of our customers include Boeing, Lockheed Martin, Leidos, NASA JPL, and Ball Aerospace. Here, I'd like to show a demo of our product. On the left-hand side is a battery pack that we bought on Amazon with two 18650 cells. If we can trigger the video. Maybe we have some technical difficulty with the video, but you can see that when the video, oh, here it is. Here's the two cell battery pack. When you trigger one of the cells going to thermal runaway by heating it, it would explode and propagate to the neighbor cell and trigger into thermal runaway as well. As you can see, this can be a very dangerous and potential. Oh, okay. So here on the right hand side is the video that we have for our 16 cell battery pack. We've been working with NASA for the satellites. The battery has our TRS material in there to keep it safe. As we trigger into thermal runaway by there's no fire and explosion coming out of that battery pack. And that will keep the battery pack and its neighbor environment safe. Looks like we have perhaps some technical difficulty with the video. Here's some commercialization effort that we have released. Last year, our TRS solution was tested and chosen by NASA for battery storage. It was launched onto the International Space Station last November and now on board to keep the astronauts' laptop batteries safe from catastrophic thermal runaway events. This year, we announced our partnership with Americase to commercialize that technology for DDR batteries. Remember the Samsung Galaxy 7 recall event a few years back? Samsung had to recall over 1 million phones due to exploding batteries and lost over $16 billion in damages, loss in revenue, as well as market cap. Americase is the market leader to help Samsung to handle that event very quickly. So soon, you'll see the International Space Station technology in everyday applications like this. We hope that this is an example of more commercialization success to come in 2020 and beyond. In summary, we apply our space-proven technology to multiple billion-dollar markets, such as electric transportation, energy storage, 5G and cloud computing, as well as defense applications. We continue to build our patent portfolio and our customer base. Since the outbreak of COVID-19 in Q1 of 2020, where we saw a slowdown in our commercial customer activities, KULR has focused on government contract proposals with NASA, U.S. Department of Transportation, U.S. Air Force, U.S. Navy, and the U.S. Defense Logistics Agency. We've also cut our expenses across the board. As a result, we forecast Q2 2020 revenue growth of over 200% year over year, and we target to achieve cash flow break even by Q4 of 2020. That concludes my presentation. Thank you for your time. Christine, I can open up for questions.
Thank you very much, Michael. First question here. Research firm Litchfield Hills Research released its first analyst report on KULR, rating the company a buy with a price target of $5 per share. Can you kind of talk about what steps you need to take to get to this goal?
Yeah, I think that a lot of commercialization effort that needs to take place to take this technology into multiple markets. That analyst report talked about multiple markets that we go after with a combined value, a TAM of about $8 billion. That's certainly a tall task for us. And we will continue to execute and work with the right partner, the right distribution partner, as well as integration partner to get into those markets and then to achieve that potential.
And do you have other analyst coverage that you can speak of?
Not at this time, Christine.
Okay, another question here. NASA's Mars 2020 mission will launch July 2020. Can you talk about how you're involved?
Yes. That now it's scheduled for, I think it's July 22nd. NASA has a 3-week window to launch that. So we've been working with NASA JPL for a long time, and the Mars rover is one of the programs. We developed the heat sink. In technical terms, it's called phase change material heat sink. 6 candy bar size heat sinks in the Sherlock instrument that uses the laser and the camera to find organic life on surface of Mars. Now, like I said, it's literally the eyes and ears of the rover. And then our thermal management part is to keep the electronics in the right operating temperature in the Mars harsh environment. So we're very excited about that. And on top of that, we're taking that Mars rover technology into a number of commercial applications, and I hope that we can announce that very, very soon, some of these commercial applications.
And flipping from NASA to SpaceX and Tesla, are you looking to team up with either of those companies?
We haven't announced anything, in partnership with Tesla or SpaceX. All I can say is that the EV world is very vibrant. You have a lot of players, both US, Asia, and also in Europe. We're engaged with some of these customers. There's electrical vehicle, there's electrical bus, there's electrical plane. So as the world moves from diesel and fossil fuel into battery applications, we see a lot of applications into that. In terms of space, I was trying to show the satellite battery world. There's a lot of CubeSat, small-sat battery, small satellite launches into space. And the safety of that battery and the reliability of the battery is very important. So we're working with NASA Marshall Space Center on that, and then we will be developing or we will be announcing a commercial availability of those NASA technology into commercial satellite customers.
Thank you. And I'm not sure if you mentioned this, but does your product have applicability for 5G wireless?
Yes. 5G is going to be a very big driver for a lot of things. So 5G on the cell tower side, you're getting more data into that. You're getting more radios getting into these cell towers. So a lot of thermal management needs. On the CPE and on the device side, the device getting faster, more processing power, and obviously smaller. And a lot of demand for better thermal management on that as well. As the edge get into 5G, which drives more data, then the cloud and the server side demand more processing power and faster network as well. So that's where some of our technology can go into on the server side as well, on the cloud and AI, and on that side. So we see a huge opportunity driven by 5G.
And maybe you can talk a little bit about how you expect your government partnerships to potentially expand.
Yes. So I talked about we come from a heritage of developing a lot of our technology with the government partners like NASA, with the Air Force, and so forth. And I think that's continued to, it's going to continue to be a driver of both funding resources as well as innovation. And then our goal is to take that innovation and expand into commercial applications.
And you currently trade on the OTC markets. Are you looking to uplist at all to the NASDAQ, perhaps?
Yes. Our end goal is definitely to be on the larger exchange, NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange. Right now, we're just focused on execution of our business. We have a financing arrangement with a hedge fund called Yorkville Advisors, and then that's committed $8 million to our financing. And then we will continue to execute, increase more liquidity to our trading name, and then hopefully in the near future that we are eligible, and then with a roadmap to uplist to NASDAQ.
Very good, Michael. Thank you so much. That's just about time. Really appreciate you staying in time. Thank you.